Hello Virgo, this is Daisy and welcome back to my channel Professional High Priestess. I am here to do your 2020 year in review, okay? So if you want a personal reading, go ahead and check the description box below and there's more information there for you. Alright Virgo, so let's get into your reading. So this is going to be, this is going to just have general information for the year and then also information about career and finances, family, health, etc., okay? Alright, messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, and North Node. Messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury and North Node. Messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury and North Node. All right. Messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury and North Node. Messages for Virgo. Messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury and North Node. Messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury and North Node. Messages for Virgo. Messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, and North Node. All right, Virgo. So, this year is going to be very interesting. I do see that this is going to be a year of a lot of introspection. Okay, I feel like maybe 2019 was really hard. There could have been some missed opportunities, some arguments with individuals, the end of certain relationships, and some mourning. I do see you attempting to recover from that with the Five of Cups being here. I do see progress forward though, but albeit slowly. Or I can also see that, you know, that there could be potentially some delays with work or maybe unemployment, etc., because of something that may be exposed or an argument that may happen or something such as that matter. Okay, but I do see that there could be potentially some disappointment or regret around a situation that may have occurred. Something may have come into the light, right? You may have found something out and that has caused like the end of a relationship and it's caused you to go hermit mode, okay? I do feel like, you know, Virgo, be on your P's and Q's this year because with the Eight of Pentacles being here in reverse, I feel like there could be some stuff with your reputation, people hating, you know, that type of thing. But I do also see this like as you like maybe having too many options and you kind of narrowing down, okay, these are the things that I'm going to work on. With the Six of Pentacles reverse, this could be potentially a payout or this can be like loss of funds. This can also be, you know, individuals in positions of power, you know, misusing their power against you, Virgo. So be careful. A lot of the times Virgos end up having issues in the workplace because you guys, you know, attract a lot of haters because of your executive skills, okay? There could potentially be some travel, Virgo, or a need to move to a different location because maybe like the cost is too high where you are currently living or there maybe not be work or anything, okay? So let's see. Let's clarify for Virgo, okay? I do see that maybe there's something that does come to light in 2020 that causes for you to have an argument or falling out with someone. That could be some really toxic words being said to one another because you have two knights here, okay? I feel like there's a need, you know, Virgo, for you to really get to the space where you are surrounding yourself with people who are established, who are mature, who know what they want, who know what they're doing, okay? What's the Knight of Pentacles for Virgo? What's the Knight of Pentacles? Okay. What is the Knight of Swords for Virgo? Knight of Swords for Virgo. What is the Knight of Swords? All right. What's the Sun? Okay. I'm going to just put these three out here. What's the Eight of Pentacles? Okay, what's the Five of Cups? What's the Hermit? What's the Six of Pentacles? What's the Six of Pentacles? Okay, and then what's the Six of Swords? Okay. Top Wands. All right, Virgo. So, basically, what I do see here is Ten of Wands. All right. So basically, Virgo, I do see that there's going to be the end to a relationship or a friendship, because there's going to be something that's exposed about an individual who has very narcissistic tendencies, okay? Someone who's really cold, who's really rigid, who's really detached from their feelings. I feel like you're going to find something out and it's going to end the situation for good, and it's going to help you move forward. I feel like dealing with this person, if you deal with this person going into 2020, this is going to cause you a lot of stagnation and frustration and issues, okay? I feel like, you know, there is going to be some missed opportunities because of things that, you know, unforeseen circumstances, all right, and things that you were not able to, you know, see coming. I also see that there's going to be a need to work on some subconscious issues as well, all right, as they relate to like the ways in which you communicate. You may find that you need to improve your communication, and, you know, there's going to be several opportunities presented to you to do so. All right, with the Eight of Pentacles clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like there's going to be a twist in fate and destiny for somebody or for yourself, someone around you or for you, okay? Especially when it comes to do with career and finances. I feel like this is going to be the year where, you know, you may come into, you know, maybe going out and being an entrepreneur and starting off on your own, and maybe like there may be like a layoff or something from a job, or maybe you don't like your job, and that's going to give you the opportunity and the push that you really need to go out and start your own thing, Virgo. Okay, I do see a need to really be mindful about like workplace connections. There could be some trickery and some games being played here. There could be some embezzlement going on at work too, mismanagement of funds. So be careful of that. I do also want to caution you of being careful with the type of friendships that you form in the workplace and the alliances, because that can cause some havoc for you. You know, work is not the place where we're going to go make friends. So just be mindful of that. I do feel after a period of being maybe like having the wool over your eyes or rose-colored glasses, or maybe having too many options, you're going to go into a space of like really deep reflection and introspection to really see like, does having all these options or doing all this work or running around and doing all these things, where has that gotten me? Am I more happy because of it, right? I feel that is going to be, you know, at the forefront. I do see you potentially maybe going on a spiritual journey, like going and traveling to go like maybe find yourself and learn about the world. I do see that there could be, you know, some heartbreak or, you know, regrets around you maybe telling lies about something, some trickery or deception that you perpetrated or someone perpetrated towards you, and them actually feeling bad for what they did and going into hermit mode, okay? I do see that maybe there was someone that you were involved with who had a lot of options, and they were dealing with multiple people, and now they've realized like, I don't want to deal with multiple people, I just want to deal with my Virgo, and then they're going to be trying to come in and making offerings, okay? I do see that there are going to be some unexpected turn of events for you this year, Virgo. You know, things that you may not, some curveballs, things that you may not have seen coming. That's why it's really going to be critical for you to kind of be in that Knight of Pentacles cautious energy. Because Knight of Pentacles is not always just slow moving. It's also being cautious as well, okay? And being cautious about the interactions that you get into, the contracts that you sign, the friendships that you deal with, etc. So it doesn't cause you issues down the road. I also see too here that there may be some, maybe there was a relationship that was really monetary based and driven, and it's going to be coming to an end because someone may have gotten rejected, and that's going to cause, you know, some burdens for somebody, financial chaos and some difficulties. Maybe there's like a breakup in a relationship, and maybe one person made more than the other person, so it's going to really, you know, save your money, all right, whichever way that goes. All right, Virgo. I also see here that save your money if you do want to travel, because I could see potentially an issue of you being stranded. I also, you know, be careful about who you get involved with during your travels. Sneaky people, you know, trying to like, oh, you're a foreigner, you may have money, or things like that. Be careful with that. I do see you, you know, maybe there may be a move because where you're living at now, there's just too many burdens and maybe too expensive, etc. And you're not really having the progress and movement that you want, okay? There may be a turn of events where you have to move unexpectedly or travel overseas for work. There could be a lot of that, like unexpected travel this year too. Okay? Messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, and North Node for 2020. Messages for Virgo for 2020. Messages for Virgo for 2020. All right. Messages for Virgo for 2020. All right, messages for Virgo for 2020. All right, so with the King of Pentacles being here, Virgo, I feel like this could be you if you're a Virgo male. I feel like you're really going to be really trying to figure out, how do I move forward? I feel like you may be feeling that there's like a lot of stagnation in your professional career, and you may have missed some opportunities because of like activities that you were getting involved in that you were not really aware of were causing you delays, okay? I also feel like, you may also be getting like a promotion, becoming like a boss in the workplace or manager in the workplace, okay? So be mindful of that. I do see financial stability coming in for some folks, okay? But for other folks who, didn't do their work or may causing some problems or, behaving in childish ways like the Knight of Swords, there may be some unemployment or need to, or walking away from certain people, places, things, situations because, your behaviors have caused them to come to an end. With the Knight of Wands in reverse, I do feel like there may have been like a friends with benefits or situationship type of situation, and that's going to be coming to an end as well, because I feel like, Virgo, this year you're really going to be practicing self-love, getting reconnected to your higher self, practicing more spirituality, traveling, just being on your own, just really trying to find realignment. I don't really feel you focusing too much on love this year. I feel like you're just kind of focusing on yourself, and trying to do the things that you need to do. I feel like you're tired of having burdens and dealing with burdens. And that you really just want to do you this year. I feel like you're going to be rebuilding after a chaotic situation, after maybe a rough financial situation or maybe a breakup. Okay. I do feel like someone is going to be getting exposed, Virgo, in the workplace or in a relationship for potentially theft or having multiple party situations, or causing delays for somebody. I do feel like there are some delays in someone wanting to move forward with something, and it could be being caused by somebody else, like an external factor. There could be someone in the workplace lying on you or causing problems in order to get like get the promotion themselves, or to cause like some disappointment or pain or sadness for you. Okay, Virgo, so just be mindful of that. People trying to like sabotage your success and happiness in the workplace, okay? That's why I'm saying be mindful of who you try to be friends with, because not everyone is your friend, okay? I also see here that you are going to really be releasing like burdens from the past. I see you walking away from people, places, and situations that were not emotionally fulfilling, and really trying to find people, places, and things that are in alignment. Like I said, the rose-colored glasses are coming off for you this year, Virgo, and it's really going to be a shock in terms of like what you discover, okay? Because the sun and the moon is out here. I do see too that there is going to be, that you're going to find some happiness and fulfillment in the work that you're doing. I also do see that there's going to be a lot of happiness and fulfillment found on the other side of dealing with this situation coming out of 2019 and going into 2020. I do see that there is a need also, Virgo, to really, use your manifestation skills to move things forward and to address blockages and move blockages forward, okay? All right. Let's see. Pay attention to your dreams as well, Virgo. That's going to be really big for you, okay? Because I see the moon coming up in like 6 of these different cards from different decks. All right, maybe you're going to actually go and pay someone to help you out in terms of dream interpreting, okay? But I see that really heavy, and I feel like the more you connect to your spiritual stuff and get grounded in your spiritual practice and your spiritual energy, the more you're going to be having like some of these really like wild dreams that give you a lot of insight and premonitions into what you're supposed to be doing, how you're supposed to be doing it, and how you're going to be moving forward. I do see that there could be some heated argument with, maybe an earth sign or an air sign. So just be mindful of that, okay? Getting into arguments with people this year and just unnecessary drama. Yeah, I feel like also too that there could potentially be an opportunity that you want but you don't get because you are being protected from it. All right, Virgo, I also see that. I also see someone who may be coming from the past or someone who you may have had like fallen out with, and they may have betrayed you or hurt you. I do see them coming back to offer you a gift. Yeah, okay. So that's what I have for you, Virgo, for your year in review for 2020. Okay, so let's get into the other cards. So let's get some numerology messages for Virgo. Okay, the first card that we have out is domestic harmony. So like I said, I feel like there's going to be like maybe a breakup or a divorce, or something's going to get exposed about somebody, Virgo, that you're close with, that you have a relationship with, like a long-term like commitment with, right? Where maybe there's like a house, there's kids, there's a business or something together. You may like end up changing business partners this year. You may find out that your business partner was like maybe embezzling from the company or something like that. Or you may move your company, or you may have to move or travel for work and end a relationship because of that. So domestic harmony is going to be big, like learning really how to have a harmony in your household and in your interactions with other people. All right, what other messages do you have for Virgo for 2020? Messages for Virgo for 2020. Messages for Virgo for 2020. All right. So Virgo, it says spiritual career. So I feel like what's going to be happening is you're going to be looking for work that's more fulfilling. I was saying that the more that you connect to your higher self, the more you will get guidance and insight into what to move forward into. Especially with the Eight of Pentacles here being clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like it's like your destiny to go into a new job, or to like leave the job that you are at now and seek out something different. Okay? So maybe you may go into being a spiritual career, like being a reader, things like that. Providing support. Virgos are the nurse of the zodiac, so they do like these type of things, okay? Then you have follow your dreams. I feel like this year is going to be the year for you to really like figure out what it is that you want to do. What is it that Virgo wants, right? What are my dreams besides like being of service to other people and things like that? And with this Wheel of Fortune and this Hermit, I feel like you're going to get the opportunity to do that. And while you are in that Hermit mode, it's going to ignite the Wheel of Fortune, and think your destiny is going to change, okay? And then we had here domestic harmony, which I talked about a little bit earlier. So that's what I see here. All right, let's get into your chakra oracle. Messages for Virgo. Messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, and Mercury for 2020. What messages do you have for Virgo for 2020? All right. All right, Virgo, the messages that we have for you for 2020 is workaholic, bittersweet, and confusion. Virgo, this is what I was saying earlier, especially with this Knight of Pentacles being out here, the King of Pentacles as well, and the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like there's going to be something that happens that really causes you to really think about, okay, what is this work really bringing me? Especially with the Six of Pentacles being right here too, which is all about patronage and things like that. I feel like you do want financial stability, but like really rest is going to be a key for this year. Really learning how to rest, learning when to take breaks, learning when to, move forward, okay? Having boundaries with your home life, your spiritual life, and your work life, okay? Bittersweet. I feel like there may be a reunion or a separation or something, and it's going to be bittersweet, meaning that you're excited that it's happening, but there's going to be something on the other end too that may cause some sadness. And then there's another moon in here too, so I feel like there's something that's hidden that's coming up to the surface, and it may be like an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius that you're involved in that's going to be exposed, and it's going to cause a situation to become bittersweet, maybe the end of a friendship or a relationship, okay? And then I also see here confusion, okay? So there could be some confusion around like where you should be moving forward or what you should be doing next, especially with that Seven of Cups being here. I feel like you may have like a lot of options, or maybe under some like type of like illusionary spell or something like that, and it's causing you to really not be able to see things really clearly, okay? And it's causing you to have missed opportunities and regret. So there's really going to be a need to really hone that energy in 2020 and really learn how to focus with the Eight of Pentacles, because the Eight of Pentacles too in reverse is all about not being able to focus. Okay, so just be careful with that, because I feel like the Wheel of Fortune being here, like really, this is like this year there's going to be a lot of make or break situations that happen for you, Virgo. Okay, and work cannot be just your main priority. All right, I also see that maybe you want to move, and just be careful with that move, because it could be really hectic or really expensive, and it could be a burden. So before you move, make sure that you got your savings good, you got a job that you're going to, all of that. Okay, because you may find yourself in a situation where you may be confused now, and now you don't really have the financial stability that you need in order to move forward. I also do see a relationship ending here because someone was being manipulative with finances. Maybe you realize that a relationship partner only wanted finances. That's the bittersweet part, and you're going to start to see things for what they are. You're going to stop caretaking and supporting this individual. Or I feel like you may reject somebody, and not stop messing with someone because they're not financially stable. And that causes some turn of events. Okay, but I do see some deception around finances here, Virgo, so just be careful about who you get involved with your resources. All right, let's get into your crystal oracle messages. Crystal messages for Virgo. Crystal messages for Virgo. Crystal messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, and North Node. Crystal messages for Virgo. So we got Moonstone, nurturing. And this is what I was saying, like the moon keeps on coming up here. So I feel like there's going to be something around like the connection to the feminine energy, connection to your womb. Like I feel like you're going to be doing some moon magic this year, or really understanding, like really getting connected more to your feminine side through doing moon magic and working with those moon energies. But Moonstone here, this is also connected to Cancer. So you could have Cancer in your chart or be dealing with one. But it says here, I'm connected to my feminine side. I always balance caring for others as well as nurturing my own needs. And this is what I was saying with this workaholic card, Virgo, and domestic harmony. It's time for you to really create balance, you know, create balance between like how much you're working, you know, how much you're pampering yourself, and how much you're giving to other people. This is what I was talking about, because Virgo is the sign of service, you know, so y'all do like helping other people and being of service, but it's really like, how do I take care of myself in that process? Okay. Then we have Snow Quartz, white light. And it says here, I surround myself with the white light of protection. Only good energy is allowed in and around my space. And this is what I was kind of saying earlier, you know, be mindful, because I feel like there could be some toxic people around you, especially with this King of Swords reverse and this Knight of Swords. There could be toxic people around you who want to like have arguments and fight and things like that. So it's going to be really important for you to protect your space and protect your energy, because you're going into a space where you're going to be dealing with the spiritual career, right? So it says, follow your bliss. And this goes right with the follow your dreams card. So Virgo, there may be like an idea or a plan or something that you have. You may be moving cautiously towards it, right? You may be causing your own stagnation and delays with this Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands being here, all right? But ultimately, it's like you got to follow your dreams and really like put the fire under that so that, you know, the universe can work for you, okay? And I feel like with the moons all being out here, it's like really focusing on feminine manifestation, all right, to really move you forward to where you want to be. I also see here, it says affirmation, as I follow my bliss, all doors open for me. Wonderful opportunities come my way. Exactly. I feel like there's going to be like a change of events with work, and that's going to put you on the right path. Okay, I feel like there could be a rejection with work or with a relationship that's going to put you on the exact right path that you need to be on, Virgo. And you're going to be glad that it happened at the end of the day, because I feel like whatever this work situation was, it was causing a burden, and it wasn't, you know, allowing you to really be your fullest self and operate the way that you wanted to operate, right? Which is in your healer capacities. So let's get some messages, animal messages for Virgo. Messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, and Mercury. Messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, and Mercury. Messages for Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, and Mercury. Messages for Virgo. Messages for Virgo. So the first card that we got is Falcon. All right. Animal message. And it says here, act on the opportunity that's before you and commit to it without equivocation. And I feel like that's exactly what this was saying with the Wheel of Fortune card and the Following Your Dreams card. There's something that you want to really get into, Virgo, and you really need to commit to it. All right. And that's what's going to put this Eight of Wands in the upright. And then also too, you know, the Knight of Swords can also be about missed opportunities. Like really being too much in that, those fears, those subconscious fears can stop you. So really assess where those are coming from and transmute those so that you do not miss your blessings this year, Virgo, okay? Then the second card we have is Walrus, all right? Remain vigilant about the current situation. Pay attention to signs and omens and let them dictate your choices. I feel like this is saying really pay attention to your intuition this year, especially with that moon card being here too. Really tapping more into like the spiritual side versus the material, being more intuitive, right? And open versus like practical and logical. All right. So it says remain vigilant about your situation. And I feel like that there may be a situation going on around you, some chaos, some trickery, some deception, especially with that Seven of Swords, right? So be aware of that this year, okay? Because the Seven of Swords by this Five of Swords, I don't like to see that. And then and then the Hermit being next. Be careful about dealing with people who are not like spiritually in tune, who are tricksters and deceptive, right? Who come and drain your energy or cause trauma for you. That puts you in Hermit mode. Then we have Manatee. All right. So, dugong. And it says, accept the situation as it is rather than fighting to change it. I feel like there's going to be a situation that happens, or something that gets exposed, or someone that gets exposed, or something unexpected with this Wheel of Fortune. And it's really going to you're going to really have to learn how to surrender and not try to fix things in, typical Virgo fashion, and, be the helper and do what you have to do to try to make things better. It's going to really require you to just kind of like sit back and be patient. All right. So let's get some Ascended Master card for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and, Mercury and North Node. Messages for Virgo for 2020. Virgo 2020. For the year 2020. Alright. So Virgo, the Ascended Master that you got is El Moira. Awakening Presence. And it says here, the universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. And Virgo, this message keeps on coming out. The protection. So really like protect yourself, okay? Especially if you deal with like magical arts and healing arts and things like that. And other people, trying to do spell work on you. Those type of things. Be careful. All right. And I also feel like you're going to be going through a major like third eye awakening this year, Virgo. Okay? And you're going to be really realizing that you are a spiritual healer, that you do have powerful gifts, and that people really need to like be engaged with what you are teaching or what you are offering in terms of their healing. Okay, so these are really good messages. Now let's get an Isis Oracle card. All right, can we get an Isis Oracle card? Messages for Virgo for 2020. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, and Mercury for 2020. Messages for Virgo. All right, Virgo. So we got magic and ritual. Effect in the external world can be created through inner practice. Heart-centered ritual can support your inner path in the physical world. You are encouraged to enhance your power with regular practice as you grow in grace, love, ability, and wisdom, applying your inner beauty to transform your outer world. And this is what I was saying, Virgo. It's really going to be time for you to stop trying to do so much in the material world, right? With this Knight of Pentacles, with this Eight of Pentacles, with this Six of Pentacles, and really focus more on being in that higher self, really like working on manifesting things from this hermit mode. Okay, manifesting things by going within and working with your guides and working with your ancestors and working with your birth chart too, which the Wheel of Fortune also indicates. So I encourage you to get a birth chart reading so you can see what your path is and what you're supposed to be doing. But I feel for you, Virgo, there's gonna be a change in terms of your method of operation. You're not gonna be trying to work so hard in the material world and try to control things and make things go your way. You're gonna be working more from the spiritual world and through ritual and with your ancestors and with your guides this year, which is really powerful. And you got the spiritual career to clarify that. Yeah, this is going to be a really powerful year for you, Virgo. So there's that. I do see that there's going to be a need for a lot of like womb healing with all these moons out here. So I suggest maybe getting moonstones or yoni eggs and things like that. Like there may be some like trauma in your womb space, Virgo. So clearing that out as well. That's going to be really key this year. That's something else that I saw, okay, for your health. So, especially with the manatee, she's like considered like the cow of the sea, but the cow is also considered the mother, right? So I do feel like there's going to be some like clearing the feminine lineage of your ancestry. There's some trauma in there that needs to be cleared out. So there's that. All right, Virgo, so that's your year in review for 2020. I hope you enjoy this. If you want a personal reading, please, my information is in the description box. I hope you enjoy, and I look forward to reading for you in 2020. Have a great year.